This person secretly steals your bank details for. Archangel Michael says, I am sending you this divine warning before something dangerous happens with your finances. There is a shadow surrounding your life, and it is creeping in closer than you realize. Someone you have trusted is already steps ahead, stealing your information for a dark transaction. This is not a future threat, it is happening silently, now, beneath your feet. They already accessed something sensitive without your permission. And soon, the damage will be irreversible if you delay. Their face might look kind, but their hands are busy crafting a betrayal. Their mind is plotting moves while smiling in front of you. This is not out of hatred, it's out of obsession for what you have and what you're about to receive. The person is acting like your friend or a close associate. They behave normally around you, but their phone holds screenshots of your sensitive financial details. They have been gathering everything slowly, deliberately, preparing to impersonate you on something crucial. Type Amen to get blessing 333. This activity started after you unknowingly filled a form or opened a link that was not meant for your eyes. There was an interception. And they've been collecting your bank-linked data since then. They know where you bank. They know how much is kept in a certain saving space. And now they've contacted someone who specializes in siphoning. Archangel Michael says, your spiritual vault must be protected now with divine alertness. This person has even taken a risk by pretending to be you in small online transactions. They are testing the waters to see if it triggers a security warning. You didn't notice it because they only made small moves at first. A tiny subscription. A login request at an unusual hour. But they kept backing away before you caught on. Type Amen to get blessing 554. This person is planning a big move around a specific date that holds meaning to you. It could be your birthday. It could be linked to an upcoming important payment or refund. They want to divert that incoming amount directly into a shadow account. That's why they stole your ID information. This is no longer about curiosity, it is now a financial heist in the making. You once allowed them close. Maybe you shared your screen or gave them access while you were in a vulnerable mood. They didn't forget it. They recorded everything either through memory or digital capture. They even saved a document of yours without you knowing. That document gave them part of the puzzle. Now, all they need is your OTP. Type Amen to get blessing 767. This person has been communicating with someone in a different city. That individual is experienced in layering transactions and avoiding bank red flags. Together, they're planning a false identity switch to make the financial trail vanish. If you check certain transactions from the past 14 days, you will feel something strange. A name that doesn't belong. A subscription you didn't approve. It was a test. They are now ready to execute the main strike at a time when you are distracted. It could be during a festival, a family event, or while you're traveling. They know your patterns. They know you switch off from your phone at night. That's the exact hour they're waiting for. Type Amen to get blessing 999. They're copying your style of writing and communication. They've trained their voice to sound like yours on calls. This is not just an identity theft. It's a full imitation. Archangel Michael says, a spiritual barrier must be placed now around your digital life. Heaven is alerting you before a trap is triggered. If you act within the next few hours, the gate will be sealed. They even tried to change your contact email on one of your digital wallets. But it failed. That small failure angered them, and now they're more determined. You will notice soon, one of your social media accounts will behave strangely. A new location login will be denied. This is not a glitch. This is divine protection interrupting their plan. Type Amen to get blessing 818. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. They are growing desperate. Because time is running out for them. They need your full access before a new banking security update rolls out. You might receive a suspicious call pretending to be from a service center. That's not a service call. That's them. Trying to socially manipulate you. Even the IP address being used is bouncing between cities. They are disguising their movement. They have help. One of their helpers works in a tech support team. That person was bribed or promised something in exchange for assisting this impersonation. Type Amen to get blessing 441. You may have started feeling dizzy or low on energy recently. That's not just physical. That's spiritual interference caused by someone focusing intense obsession on your name and your gain. They've even tried to trace where your wealth is about to come from. Maybe an inheritance. Maybe an insurance return. Or a business payout. They want to claim it before you do. The person is dangerous because they are emotionally unstable. They believe they deserve what's yours. Their justification is clouded by envy. They're watching your reactions, waiting for you to panic. But you're protected now. Because you didn't skip this message. Type Amen to get blessing 626. Archangel Michael says, you were never meant to lose what's yours. The heavens have intervened before, but now the choice to protect must come from you. Block the person who is overly curious. Delete unnecessary passwords from old emails. Change your OTP settings to something divine can shield. You are a magnet for wealth and miracles. That's why darkness surrounds your accounts. But no evil hand shall hold what God assigned to you. The person is terrified now. They sense you're waking up. Their access is weakening. Their connection to your path is fading. Type Amen to get blessing 313. They received a warning in their dreams recently. A voice told them to stop. But they ignored it. Now they face divine judgment. Heaven is setting up a firewall, one that is spiritual and digital. Your angels have mapped their next move already. They will hit a wall soon. You will receive a call or a message where someone apologizes. That's their way of backing out silently. But justice is already in motion. Soon, your account will be flooded with divine financial confirmations. Where you lost, you'll gain. Where you were robbed, you'll be replenished. Type Amen to get blessing 555. This person didn't act alone. There's a woman involved who played the part of an advisor. She whispered doubt into your name. She told others lies about your stability. Now she's about to face public embarrassment. Because the truth will rise. And her name will be linked to failed schemes. The system they trusted will fail them. The data they thought they had will be nullified. The trap they set will spin back on them. Their own bank will freeze their movement. Their own phone will glitch and expose traces. Archangel Michael says, heaven has flipped the mirror. Type Amen to get blessing 707. Check your old devices. One of them might still have a logged-in session you forgot. That's how they stayed close. Through silent digital shadows. Clear your browser history. Revoke permissions. Purge your digital footprints. And speak protection over your bank with full authority. A relative or ex-friend may have been the one who introduced this person to your life. That link has now been broken by divine force. You are no longer in the web. The angels will wake you at an unusual time this week. That moment will be sacred. Listen. That's when your protection will be sealed. Type Amen to get blessing 989. Your bank will notify you of a blocked suspicious attempt soon. That's divine alert, not coincidence. When it happens, smile. That means this message has done its work. You are heavily protected. Heavily guarded. Heavily blessed. But the person behind this move is about to be exposed publicly. Their face will come up in a conversation where you least expect it. And their real identity will shock someone who once defended them. You're not paranoid. You're being prepared. And this preparation will make you untouchable in the coming months. Type Amen to get blessing 212. Archangel Michael says, the attack on your bank was a spiritual assassination attempt. But you've survived. The next phase is your elevation. Now begin your day by renewing every password with intention. As you do this, say, nothing that is mine shall be taken by the unworthy. Your value is increasing. Your money is maturing. And your name is about to appear on a major confirmation list. Stay alert, stay elevated, and know that the final strike planned against your finances has failed forever. Type Amen to get blessing 444. They tried to find another way in, but the gateway is now sealed. Archangel Michael placed a spiritual shield around your accounts, and every attempt they make will now bounce back with force. Their access has become a curse for them, not a reward. You might hear about this person facing sudden financial issues themselves. That's not karma, it's divine redirection. The money they tried to take is returning to its rightful source. From here, things will move quickly. Watch how your name starts gaining recognition for something good. As their plans fall apart, your doors will begin to open. You didn't ask for this battle, but you were chosen to win it. And now your victory is secured, not just spiritually, but materially. Type Amen to get blessing 3133. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. They underestimated you because of your silence. But silence is power when guarded by divine forces. Your stillness was protection, not ignorance. In the coming weeks, you will receive an email that confirms you were almost a target. That message will mention fraud, delay, or an attempted breach. Keep that email safe. It's proof that heaven stepped in. Even the person you least suspected might come forward and admit they knew something was going on. That confession will bring you clarity, not confusion. You've been observed, but you've also been protected. They watched your blessings and thought they could divert them. But your blessings are sealed with heavenly ink. Type Amen to get blessing 4447. Your name is now being erased from their plans. They are trying to move on to another target. But the energy they spent on you has already cursed their intentions elsewhere. Your bank account will see positive movement soon. Not because of chance, but because divine justice flows like rivers into the lives of the honest. The days ahead are not just recovery, they are restoration. You're not going back to where you were. You're going ahead to something far better. They watched you closely, hoping for weakness. But what they witnessed was endurance. And now, that strength has made you untouchable. Type Amen to get blessing 1881. Someone higher is about to speak in your favor. It could be a banker, a lawyer, a manager, or someone who simply knows how to protect what's right. Their voice will block the final attempt. Archangel Michael says, "No financial gate formed against you shall succeed." You were tested to reveal how powerful your spiritual authority truly is. Even the devices used against you will now glitch. Codes will reset. Authentication will fail for anyone who's not divinely aligned. There's a ripple in the spiritual realm, and your name echoes louder now. Those who tried to mask your identity will now lose theirs. Type Amen to get blessing 5511. There's a paper trail they forgot to erase. That trail will become the evidence that clears your name and puts theirs under investigation. Someone connected to them has already felt the consequences. They've lost sleep. They've felt pressure. They can't continue. You are now stepping into a financially protected season. Every withdrawal made by lies will return tenfold in truth. Their goal was not just your money, it was your peace. But peace is returning now, with wealth walking beside it. Type Amen to get blessing 6222. An app, an old account, or a shared device must be updated. Delete what no longer serves your protection. Cleanse your digital temple. Even the smallest step you take in awareness is a giant leap in divine defense. Every time you change a password, you break another chain they set. Soon, they will forget about you, not because you are weak, but because you are above their reach. Heaven lifted you out of their hands. You will walk into a season where your money multiplies, not just adds. Where your savings stretch and your opportunities double. Type Amen to get blessing 9900. They've now realized they were dealing with someone chosen. And that revelation is breaking them from the inside out. They didn't just touch your bank, they touched divine property. You are now being considered for a divine upgrade. Expect new contracts, business deals, or surprise funds to come to you. A lost refund, blocked transaction, or stalled payment will now find you again. What was paused by wickedness is now resumed by grace. And those who tried to humiliate you will be forced to respect you. Because your name is being cleared by heavenly courts. Type Amen to get blessing 7773. Archangel Michael says, continue securing your boundaries with faith and discernment. This person cannot return unless you allow their energy again. Don't open old doors. The link they had to your bank was temporary. But your link to heaven's resources is permanent. That is the difference. If you feel the urge to change something today, do it. Whether it's a card, a login, or an old phone number, follow the nudge. That nudge is divine strategy. You will also dream of a key, a number, or a locked door. That dream will confirm your protection has been activated and sealed. Type Amen to get blessing 1001. You are not just recovering, you are rising. From now on, anything taken from you will be returned sevenfold. It is divine law. You were never alone in this. Every sleepless night was heard. Every worry about your financial future was seen. And now it is handled. The person who did this may even try to act like nothing happened. They may try to be sweet again. But you'll feel the truth in your spirit. Your angels will whisper to you through feelings and signs. Listen to them. They will never lie. Type Amen to get blessing 2666. This story will soon become your testimony. You will tell someone how close you came to financial loss, but how heaven turned it into gain. Expect 2 blessings to come before the end of this month. One will be money. The other will be clarity. Don't be surprised when someone confesses. They might say something like, "I was going to tell you earlier but didn't know how." That's your sign. Smile and forgive, but don't forget the lesson. Your peace is more valuable than any stolen digit. Type Amen to get blessing 1441. Archangel Michael says, justice is not delayed, it's being prepared in full. When it arrives, it will be loud, clear, and unstoppable. Soon, you'll find your inbox flooded with good news. A legal issue may even shift in your favor without effort. Your accounts will be guarded by more than passwords. They will be wrapped in prayer, insight, and divine fire. The enemy came for your money, but heaven gave you authority. That authority is permanent. Use it wisely from this day forward. Type Amen to get blessing 3838. They are now running out of access points. Every backdoor they thought was open is closing with force. Archangel Michael has commanded a spiritual lockdown around everything tied to your name. The divine code is rewriting your story from victim to victor. They will soon receive a digital backlash, one that scrambles their plans and resets their schemes. Everything they built on deceit will collapse like dust. You may notice strange delays turning into unexpected blessings. That's because heaven is replacing every sabotage attempt with divine compensation. The more they tried to block you, the bigger your breakthrough became. Their plan involved not just one bank account, but multiple platforms linked to your identity. But now, a holy disruption is spreading across every attempt they made. The confusion they created has now turned inward upon them. Type Amen to get blessing 664. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. They thought you were unaware. But your silence is no longer silence, it is strategy. The angels assigned to your protection are tracking every movement in real time. This person is now living in fear, checking over their shoulder, wondering how their perfect crime is unraveling. The answer is simple: it was never perfect, and it was never meant to succeed. A divine timer has gone off, and what they feared the most is beginning: exposure. Their contacts, their tools, and even their phone will begin to turn against them. You may even receive a call from an unfamiliar number soon. That call will reveal something you weren't supposed to know, but heaven wants you to hear it. Type Amen to get blessing 2112. Their desperation will now lead them to mistakes. One wrong click, one wrong message, one slip of the tongue, and the truth will pour out like rain. Their circle is breaking. Someone who helped them is now turning away. Loyalty built on evil never lasts. Archangel Michael says, the hour of reversal has arrived. Not only will you be protected, you will now be rewarded. A check, transfer, or surprise fund is being rerouted your way. This is not just protection. This is restoration with interest. Type Amen to get blessing 8787. They tried to use your bank details to purchase something large. But the payment was denied. And the record of that denial has been logged by a higher system. The people they're working with are beginning to sense danger. Even they feel your protection. The energy around your name is too powerful now to touch. You may even start to hear whispers from distant connections, people saying things like, "I had a weird feeling about that person," or "I saw something strange on their screen." That's confirmation. The divine investigation has begun. And you are not the one under scrutiny, they are. Type Amen to get blessing 3535. Your intuition has already warned you. You felt strange near them. You hesitated to trust, and now you know why. What they stole will become their chain. Every digital theft they committed will loop back to their own finances. And soon, their accounts will begin to freeze. You will be advised to check your credit activity. Do it. You may find something small that proves they were already testing your identity. The alert will show a location or device you don't recognize. That is your proof. Save it. Act on it. And know heaven guided your hand to see it. Type Amen to get blessing 9669. From this point forward, you are moving into divine wealth territory. That means new opportunities will open where old traps once stood. A financial blessing will arrive not through the person you expected, but through someone new. This new person is divinely guided and spiritually clean. They will offer help, guidance, or business that shifts your situation fast. You won't have to beg. It will be freely offered, because your energy has shifted. Archangel Michael says, your frequency is rising too high for darkness to touch. That's why they failed. That's why your future is exploding with favor now. Type Amen to get blessing 4949. You will be contacted soon for an opportunity linked to your skills or presence. That connection will bring in more value than what they ever tried to steal. Their obsession with your accounts blinded them to the power of your soul. You were never just a number, they underestimated the divine favor resting on you. Now your name is being listed for expansion. You may be invited to participate in something international, legal, or career-changing. Their hack failed, but your breakthrough succeeded. You were tested by fire, and now you're rising in gold. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. Soon, you'll be sent a new card or system update from your bank. Accept it. That's divine timing, protecting you before the next attempt ever happens. You're about to be one step ahead at every turn. No matter how clever they think they are, your spirit sees what their eyes cannot. They'll try to reach out again one last time, through fake kindness, concern, or even flattery. Don't fall for it. That's their final mask. Once ignored, they'll vanish. Because they only survive where they can deceive. And your light now blinds them. Type Amen to get blessing 9191. A woman is involved in passing your financial details through encrypted methods. But her system has been marked. What she sends out will now track back to her directly. She believed she was invisible. But she's not invisible to God. Archangel Michael has mapped her intentions and blocked her attempts. You may hear about her being questioned, suspended, or losing access to something. That is not a coincidence. That is your protection in motion. This is your time to upgrade your financial life. Consider this your new beginning. Heaven is erasing all traces of what they tried to plant. Type Amen to get blessing 1010. The fraud failed. The identity switch crashed. And the spiritual firewall is stronger than ever before. You're not just safe, you're restored and ascending. Archangel Michael says, the blessing was never in the money alone. It was in your awareness, your rising power, and your divine favor. You will be surprised at how many new options open after this. From jobs to contracts to sudden deposits, heaven is making you overflow. And those who schemed in silence will now disappear in silence, as you rise in glory. Type Amen to get blessing 4444.